As you can see, TV news journalists aren't just journalists, but little filmmakers, and the tools of their artistic trade have grown more powerful as time has gone by. Early news reports were painstakingly constructed using cumbersome equipment, which meant the resulting films themselves were often quotidian, murky, shoddily framed snooze fests about brown rivers and closing factories. As technology improved, news reports became snazzier, more mobile, more visually playful. Before long, a standard news report visual language established itself, one that's immediately recognisable to anyone. Me has this report. It starts here, with a lacklustre establishing shot of a significant location. Next, a walkie-talkie preamble from the auteur, pacing steadily towards the lens, punctuating every other sentence with a hand gesture and ignoring all the pricks milling around him like he's gliding through the fucking Matrix, before coming to a halt and posing a question. What comes next? Often something like this, a filler shot designed to give your eyes something to look at while my voice babbles on about facts. Sometimes it'll slow down to a halt, turn monochrome, and some of those facts will appear one by one on the screen. This is followed by the obligatory shots of overweight people with their faces subtly framed out, after which the report is padded out with a selection of lazy and pointless vox pops.
Usually get some inane chatter from people.
I think they do have too much. I think what we want to hear is actually what's happening and not what other people think of it.
I hate these sound bites. I don't want some punter's opinion usually. No.
Another bit of dull visual abstraction to plug another gap now before the report segues gracefully into a bit of human interest courtesy of some dowdy man opening letters in a kitchen and explaining how he's been affected by the issue.
When I'm watching the news, I don't really, there's a person talking to me, telling me what's going on, and I don't really listen to what they're saying. It's just news. It's just news.
He, unfortunately, was boring, so to wake you up, this is an animated chart, this is a silhouette representing the average family, and this is a lighthouse keeper being beheaded by a laser beam. As we near the end of the report, illustrative shots of pedestrians and signs and a pipe at a window. And then the final summary, ending on a whimsical shot of something nearby, accompanied by a wry sign-off. If you're lucky, a bit of wordplay fit for a king, or in other words, a regent's treat. Charlie Brooker, Newswipe, London. The style of such filler reports is so over-familiar, your brain just filters them out, so it's hardly surprising the news sometimes tries to zhuzh things up a bit. Recent years have seen a shift to more emotive, vaguely cinematic reports, pieces that try and convey an emotion, usually a bleak one.
Our worst nightmare's just come true. Someone's been up to no good at the nursery.
But reporters are reporters, not movie directors, which means the tricks they employ, the use of crappy emotive shots and evocative monochrome, sinister reconstructions and shitty moody lighting, is the stuff of terrible films.
The predator would strike at night. Only then would he launch his attack, shining his torch in the face of his elderly victims.
The end result is that visually emotive reports actually provoke the precise opposite reaction to the one I assume they're intending. Sit me in front of a report about abused children full of cliched shots of discarded teddies and haunting swings, and I don't think boo-hoo, I think what a cheesy B-movie.